Right, Ledgers, welcome to the FX market review. So, let's start with the Euro USD. So, we marked out this plan in the live session. Okay, we spoke about this, this low, being a key level here. Although, also we got this level here. So, if I was to extend this line across to here, over that level there. Okay, so that was a key level there. We deviated, rallied, spiked it, rallied, hit it, bounced, and then it broke. Now we've got a deviation above it. So, if we want to see more downside, we need to see a break back below, and then in retest that should be the high end, and then we push lower because the bigger picture is still bearish. Okay, so let's get rid of this. What would I be looking for? So for those that want to be aggressive, I mean, if it's going to go all the way up here, most likely we're wrong. Okay, so for those that want to point to small size validation level there, but then if it was to break back below, okay, breakdown, I do want to see this low taken, but even if it breaks back below, starts breaking down here, it's not a bad idea to short. Risk would then be there into here. The only issues I have is NFP, so if any trade is taken, most probably better off doing a smaller size with a wider stop, because NFP, everybody knows NFP could spike up any and then choose a direction. Okay, but if you want to start doing it ahead of Asia, maybe drift slower, maybe take something off. Okay, that's totally up to you. That's that done. Gold. Now I took a small aggressive short on gold during the session. Okay, and it was a half a size, and my stop loss was there. News came out, wicked it, come back below. So I think this is just a stop run. What would confirm the idea is if we got back below here, this was the consolidation that sent it up. So if it breaks back below, then you could look for shorts there. Okay, and that should be the high confirmed then, and then all the way back down into these levels here. Okay, um, the sharp pullback we've had sort of confirms it was probably a spike up, but let it break down, let it confirm. Again, if you want to be aggressive, probably keep a stop loss probably above these highs here, small size, but wait for the confirmation. Okay, break below here should confirm it. Moving on to dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen, a bit messy here. Let me get the clean chart out. 1 second. Bear with me. Yes, it's this, I believe. So what I did was mark out last week's low, last week's high, and it's coming to this key SR level here. Okay, so it closes back within. Okay, if you close it back within last week's low, then that proves that this was a deviation. So what would confirm the plan would be this is the consolidation. Okay, dealing range, send the market lower. If it smashes back above, that should confirm it. Go for a trigger along there, and then up into here as first objective, then the 107.80, because this is midpoint of last week's range, and it's been a pivotal level here and here and here, ultimately going all the way back up to last week's high. And if we are correct in the bullish bias, much higher towards high of the week. Okay, but again, wait for that confirmation. Like dollar yen earlier, we had a plan, it didn't confirm it, so no trigger. Okay, so it was around here, and we said let it get back above, and then the trigger. If it's not getting back above, there's no trigger. Remember that. Okay, so that's dollar yen. As for SPX, okay, so most likely, I'm probably not going to trade tomorrow. If I am going to trade, it's probably going to be after NFP. Okay, or maybe if Asia sets up something to take advantage of, maybe then. But maybe small short Euro USD, let it drift lower, take some off ahead of NFP depending on where it is. But there's no point. Let this week unfold. Most likely, that's your best option. But if you want to, you know the idea. Just be aware of the risk. SPX now. So going to my SPX. See what I mean? I need to get rid of some of this shit, man. So much shit going on in my charts. This mid-range is still holding. Okay, so is this the low end? Possibly. Okay, so we spiked lower. Okay, so what I would like to see is possibly see if it was a normal day, if it wasn't for the fucking NFP, right, I'd be much more less stressed about it. But into their bullish price action, okay, and then along into there, which is the midpoint between this range level and the mid range. If it clears that, then it's going to be this level, big in resistance. If it gets back above that, then who knows? Because if that weekly closes bullish again, and even if you wanted to say leave it for next week, if that weekly closes bullish within last week's range, boom, we're going all the way back up, new highs most likely. Okay, which further supports the idea. So I mean, if you want to trade these risk on, risk off assets, instruments, okay, don't put going to all of them unless you've been able to reduce the risk. But I think if the low is in, this needs to hold. Like I said, any other day, if it wasn't for NFP, okay, I'll be going for longs. I'll be longing the fuck out of this pullback. Okay, invalidation if it cleanly breaks below here, and then if you want to take a small punt ahead, maybe set some in Asia or London, maybe you can take a trade and reduce the risk ahead of it. Okay, and then there. Okay, that's about it. And then the DAX. Okay, so the DAX, similar thing. All the indices here set up similar. So what has the DAX done? The DAX is coming to key SR here. Okay, taking out these lows here into QSR, wait for the confirmation. Um, I think the low is in on DAX as well. So all the indices setting up together. Don't take all of them like a degen, but yeah, push back up, retest, bullish price action, target there. What is that target? Not only is it that low, but it's around about the midpoint between high of the week to low of the week. Okay, around the midpoint. Okay, so not a bad target for there. If it closes back above midpoint for this week, then most likely we'll grow into new highs for next week. Okay, so that's that. Um, that's about it. I'm not really looking at anything else. I mean, if I am expecting euro to go down, then I don't really want to get involved in cable. Although cable sort of confirmed, here back over the mid range, it can easily come back below. So if it breaks back below here, okay, then cable's most likely going to go down to here. I'm not interested in cable because of the Brexit shit going on, and I said before. But Euro USD, dollar yen, I like. SPX, I like. And gold, I like. Okay, maybe probably take the dollar yen or gold personally. And then if euro, maybe a small position on euro. Okay, but that's up to you. Don't take all of them. See what stands out to you. See which one confirms, and go on with that. Okay.